Welcome. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Alpha Pack fam and visitors.
Yo,
Welcome to our weekly watch list meeting. This is where we hook you guys up with the sauce, see what kind of sauce you guys have, and we go ahead and make it happen. I'm here with my Alpha Pack brothers, Mr. Investor for Legacy, Cam G, Wall Street Rogue. A couple of members couldn't be here, had a little couple things to take care of. Mr. Pico Jordan and Mr. Check My Resume themselves. So we'll definitely miss on them, but we're gonna just, next man up. We're gonna set this up and try to get us a win. So normally we would start off with the futures, holiday weekend, market close on Monday. So there is no futures data to report at this moment. We won't have any of that data till maybe 5 p.m. on Monday when the futures market opens back up. We did finish green on the week. Everything went really, really well. From the Traders Almanac going into next week, we are expecting a lot of bullish activity. Um, the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, all this week. Even going into next week, we expect a lot of bullish activity. We know we had $3 billion to the buy side at close on Friday. A lot of things were ripping. We've had some slight corrections in different places. So we're going to be looking for the best places to go so it can be where the money resides this week. Quickly, let's see. You guys see my charts right now?
Yep.
Okay.
hold on. Let me double check. Yep. See your charts. Yep.
Cool, cool, cool. We're gonna do a quick run through on the sectors. If there's anything you guys want me to point out, definitely let me know. Energy, that inside hour looked like it's setting up for reversal back up on energy. Financial, same thing, pretty good setup. Looks beautiful. Um, XME materials, same thing. Inside hammer on the look like it's inside on the pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. XLP going to the summertime. Again, you can see where we're sitting. We're looking pretty good there. Communications, XLC.
Bro, the music kind of a little loud
We're
over
looking
you.
pretty. Oh, sorry. Let me turn. Got loud all of a sudden. So XLC, let's see, let's see. Uh, Room to the top on the broad information. So I'm expecting a lot of bullish activity in the market. Tech has been leading the way. Tech has been pushing us for XLU, looking pretty good. Look for a setup. Got a little bit of chop to break. Shouldn't be too hard. XLI, same thing. A lot of these bullish, super bullish setups all the way around. That's XLI, industrial, semiconductors. Finished the week strong. These hours going up. Inside hammer on the week. Inside on the 4 this week or on the day. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. So inside on the 4, inside on the day. 2 up on the week. Sold off a little bit at the end. We can see it kind of pick back up on that last hour on semiconductors, XLV. Let's see what we got. So continuations on XLV. We're definitely expecting those. Don't see any real downside to anything right now. XLY, consumer discretionary. Everything looks great. Continuation there. XLB. Just everything in the market just looks really bullish. Of course, XLK. XLK been leading the way. So many lines going in these charts, but it's breaking out. I don't see anything that would slow it down right now. So with that being said, we're going to get into these plays, and I'm going to have invested for legacy. Let's know what we got.
All right. Pack family. Pack family. Let me just go over what I'm seeing in the market for us. Let's say then fill up my notes. All right, for the indexes. 2 up a month. I forget the indexes that I noticed going to. We started a new month in the middle of this week. Immediately I saw SPY and QQQ continue 2 up on the monthly. So they didn't play with it at all. Currently, IWM and the Dow are still in the inside month. But I do see them going up soon eventually too. They're lagging, but they're not lagging by far for sure. When it comes to the Dow, I like the 2 up coming. I like the possibility of the 2 up, the DIA Dow. If you are looking for the ticker to pull up at the same time I'm speaking, I like the 2 up on the weekly. It's currently 2 up on the weekly and under, so I'm expecting the monthly to come eventually. I'm expecting it to break that monthly level eventually. It's at that point of being full time frame continuity, and things like Boeing and HD is already safe to swing now. Some of the bigger names like Caterpillar and stuff like that, I think it'll be safer to swing in Boeing when the Dow gets in full force. I like the inside week I see on IWM. Currently, the strongest sectors that I'm liking in SPY are tech, XLK, and healthcare, XLV. Those are definitely areas I'll be looking forward to get some money out of next week. I noticed money leaving the small caps towards the middle and the end of the week. Small caps and China. Noticed that China, they had a nice strong week, even had a nice strong end of the previous week, but it kind of warned off a bit, just cooled off a bit. Let's see where that goes with, if China's going to reverse or continue back to the downside. The individual plays I'll be watching next week. I like Zynga a lot. Zynga is I'm liking it to break its last month. It had an inside month last month, so it goes 2 up on that month. I'm really liking that a lot. Also just heard some bullish news earlier about video games. The record, it's been a record so far in 2021. Gaming deals have already doubled 2020's total. And we're only like halfway through the year, so if it's already doubled all the previous years, gaming is going to continue to go crazy the rest of this year. I'm liking Zynga a lot going into next week for sure. I'll be calling out a play with man, if that thing could get up to $13, it's at least a $15 stock to me, but if we could get it from like 11 to 13, that's well over like a 2,000% move. Like Zynga doesn't have to move a lot. For sure, we have to actually use the analyzer tab to really get that down to a science for us. But I know a 15-20 cent move is over 100% in Zynga easily. I'm also liking CERN. Pull up CERN for me, brother. CERN. This is a healthcare play. I have never played them before, but I've been doing some research and going through many tickers in healthcare industry. And this one is beautiful. The contracts are beautiful. Everything's about it. It says Alpha Pack. It's a play that we'll love for sure. I'll be watching for continuation going into next week. Especially if healthcare is still running as strong as it's been, I'll be calling this out for the pack for sure. CERN. FCX is my next play, brother. FCX. I mentioned it a few weeks ago, but it didn't do much. When I mentioned it a few weeks ago, but now it currently has 2 double inside weeks. That's exciting to me, but at the same time, I just got into Workhorse last week after breaking 2 double inside weeks, and it kind of didn't do nothing much after that. I still got time on my contract, so I'm not tripping, and I still only got a couple starter positions, so I'm still holding. But you just got to be mindful when it breaks those big levels that sometimes it can reverse back for sure. But as long as it keep going 2 up and following a plan and not going back on the monthlies and the weekly levels, then the plan still should be able to, come into fruition for sure. And the last 2 plays that I'm watching, and I'm watching them for the same reason, is play and trip. Play and trip. I'm liking how the charts are setting up on them. I see money heading towards the transportation industries and like this, the more opening up plays right now going into the summer. And I like the 1-2-2 reversal on the weeklies that I see on both of those, on play and on trip. 1-2-2, I think that's my favorite combo, especially on reversals. I'm testing it though, for sure. I'll confirm that it's my favorite within the next month or so, but it's definitely my current theory of my favorite current combo to get in on. So the 1-2-2 reversals on the weeklies on those on play and trip, I'll definitely be calling out for the pack for sure. I like those plays a lot. That's what all I'm watching.
Okay,
Yep.
dope, dope, dope. We appreciate that. So I hope people taking notes on those. Next up, we got my man Cam G, Wealthy Soon, in the building.
Yo.
God for us.
I don't have just a whole bunch that I'm looking at. We already got into some different fire that we mentioned last week, so gonna be managing those and watching over those. But for this week, I can't remember who posted it in the chat, but I agree with them. NUE, I like the way it looks. Has a double inside week, nice hammer. So we're looking for that 2-up. So I do like NUE. I like Amazon. Amazon could do a potential 2-1-2 on the week as well. And Amazon is almost about to break out of this range that has been trading in for a very long time. So I like that. I like the way that communication stocks are looking. Specifically, I like Snap. Snap has a potential 2-1-2 on the day and on the week, and it's flagging. So I'm definitely gonna be watching Snap heavily. Somebody else in the chat also mentioned Visa. I like that one as well because it does have a Momo hammer on the weekly. So if anything, it should provide at least a good day trader scalp. I'm going to continue to watch Tesla here. Tesla is at the bottom of a minor broadening formation. So just going to see how it responds to that. And then Neo, I like Neo as well. It could do a potential 3-2-2 on the day. And that's really just all the setups that I'm looking at so far.
Okay. Cool. Dope. Yeah, like you were saying, we definitely got a ton of plays that we got in from last week because we did a lot of these reversions. So a lot of the setups may or may not have triggered, but we get in a lot of setups that have a lot of magnitude upside potential. So along with this video, people definitely want to take a look at last week's Watchlist video and some of the levels we set because a lot of those things are absolutely still going to be relevant and look for this week as well. Definitely appreciate that, Cam G. Wealthy Soon. My man, Wall Street Road, what you got for us?
All
right,
you there, brother?
All right. So
Also, in
I got this
meantime,
little big head baby climbing over me.
my bad. Hey, also, in meantime, Boss Gang, you might want to pull up the list that they put in the Discord just to have ready. You know, I don't know if you saw the other day, FICO asked him to throw some names out there. A lot of people did.
Yeah, I had that list in
Okay.
front of me.
All right, bet.
Cam touched on a couple of those, and I'll get some of the other ones. But any tickers you want to take a look at Wall Street Road? So I can type them in.
Yeah. All right. So J&J. We got J&J on the list for this week. So what I'm seeing in Johnson, let me pull him up. Bam, we got 2 up on the month. We looking to go 2 up on the month. We're not too far from it. So we about $2 or no, $1 at that from going 2 up on the month. We got a 212 on the weekly, and it's coming out of a weekly squeeze. So on this past week, it went 2 up on the week. That formed a 212. So I'm looking for a continuation on that because the squeeze, it just came out of a squeeze. So it's not, in my opinion, it's not done yet. So I'm looking for some continuation on that. Especially with it close to be going 2 up on the month. So yeah. So and then next on the list, we got Apple. What I got for Apple. Apple 2 up on the month within the first week of the month. So we only 4 days into this month. And Apple already went 2 up on the month. So that's looking good. It just got out of choppy area on the weekly. If you look on the weekly, it broke the little choppy area it had where it tested 2 times at around 137. This was the third retest and it actually broke this time. So the next target I got for Apple is actually going to be at 145.09. It broke the high of the hammer on the daily, and that signified a kick and bull pattern. So on the daily, it had a hammer, and it broke above that hammer. It actually gapped up above that hammer, and it did a nice, pretty strong move on Friday. So I'm looking for some continuation in that. Next on the list, we got LAZR, laser. So if you look at laser on the daily, or we're gonna start off on the monthly. On the monthly, it's inside month as of now. But if you look on the daily, we got a pivot machine gun. And that pivot machine gun, the highest pivot is at 25.28. And the monthly opened at 21.99. So if we start going off on that pivot machine gun, that's gonna send it into full time frame continuity on the month. We got 2-1 setup on the 4 hour. So that can be a 212 if it breaks over the high of what we got right here. If it breaks over the high of 21.27, that'll be a 212 on the 4 hour. And the 4 hour has a hammer and an inside candle. So a hammer is a good indication of reversal. And then we got an inside candle, so that might break to the upside. It sounds like it wants to break. We got an inside month, inside 4 hours. So if we can get both of those to break, that should be a nice move. And last but not least, we got FedEx. FedEx, I'm looking at a daily squeeze. We got double hammers on the daily chart. So that sounds pretty good. The first hammer was a regular hammer. The second one was an inside hammer. So that was within the range of the first hammer. So that sounds like it's tightening up to me. And plus, it got a daily squeeze. So yeah, and then we got an inside weekly hammer. So that's another hammer in confluence with the daily hammer. Then we got an inside month, inside day, inside week, inside 4 hour. So what that tells me is we might get a simultaneous break. And if it comes out that squeeze with enough momentum, all of those inside candles are gonna break. So that's gonna be a nice move. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Okay. Go. Lots of good ups. So we definitely appreciate that. One of the things I'll be looking at this week is XLF. XLF. Some of these financials, I'm looking for a breakout on these. We see they kind of got beat down. XLF has that inside right there. Got these candles right here. Looks like slightly trying to recover right there, 2 up right there. So I'm expecting recovery on financials. Definitely like the banks. One of the plays I got in last week, JP Morgan. I had a slight little gap down, pulled back, started to push back up. So looks like we're creating this hammer. We had this ultimate break of resistance at about like $57 and some change. $57 of change, maybe like $57.14. So I'm gonna be looking to break out that range on JP Morgan. I'm already in, but I like the magnitude that I see to the upside. I think it's huge, huge. I'm definitely going to stick to the XLP plays that I mentioned last week. For the people who are on the other watch list, General Mills, Tyson Chicken, KMB, which I was in last week, made a nice little run. MO, I know a couple of people got in the MO for a quick run. KHC as well as WBA have some really, really nice setups to the upside. So this is WBA right here. So you see the magnitude that we have on some of these. Tremendous inside for looking to push up, end of the day, pushing up on the hour. So yeah, nice little discount there, trying to look on some of these XLP stocks and get us a boost to the top. So those are the things that we're looking at. I'm actually about to get into some of the things that you guys wanted us to look at. One of them was Baba. Definitely has potential to the upside. China stocks are a little questionable for a lot of people. What you always want to do is look to the downside. I do see some downside. I do see some upside. It went 2 up on the week. It did gap down. It has a hammer. So you know, you just want to be cautious on this one. We do have a lot of upside, but just with anything, you want to be cautious of the downside. Ton of magnitude, but just be aware of market conditions. If you do get a position, make sure you're not going too heavy to start out. There is a ton of magnitude, so if you do want to be in it to catch the magnitude to the upside, just make sure you're cautious about your entries on there so you don't get caught too much for the downside. Amazon looks gorgeous. We looked at that, tech strong, everything looks great there. Nothing bad to say about that one. If it breaks out, it's going to go. So I would expect nothing less than that. Of course, Cam G mentioned Visa. Visa looks gorgeous. Visa looks like it's ready to go. Continuation, so that looks great. Couple PBR, something I've played before. Really, really good setup. Got a hammer on the day. We had a reversal on the 4. End of the day, inside an hour, a little chop, 2 up on the week. So definitely like in PBR. Another one was PBA. These are both mentioned by the same thing. Similar right here. Beautiful hammer on the week. Or sorry, on the day. Beautiful hammer on the day. Also reversal on the week. Break the chop at about $32.31. For time frames up to the 4, so those look really, really, really good. You see, we kind of got candle right here, got bought up. So EVA looks pretty dope. McDonald's MCD. Mentioned the double inside weeks. The hammer doesn't need much to take off. 2 up on a week at 233.91. Pretty much break the chain at about 235. Will break a larger time frame. Ton of magnitude to the upside. So coming off these highs, let's see. This ultimate, we got a ton of magnitude on that. So McDonald's 3 on the hour, is that it? 3 on the hour looking pretty good. That's 2 up on a day. So continuation on McDonald's, looks like it's setting up. Another one, GILD, doesn't look bad at all. Looks like we got to get out some chop. 2 up on a day, continuation at 69.49. Won't take much to get out this hour. Beautiful setup on the 4 inside, looking to break. So yield looks great. So again, I guess that's one of those XLB setups. So you can see this ultimate level chop at about 70 bucks. Outside of 70 bucks, that thing will be ready for takeoff. Check it out on the monthly. So you can see we shit tons of magnitude on there. So like that setup on Guild, Uber. Uber looks pretty good. Bounce. I have broad information drawn on this clearly. So on the month, it was the hammer inside month. Like so to break out the range, kind of take off for Uber. Out 52.35. You know that'll give you some starter positions. There's a ton of magnitude, so I don't like to go too heavy to start on things that have magnitude. I want to make sure they start going in my direction, but above that level, looks like a really good, really good breakout at about 52. But on these earlier entries, the 12 on day entries, whatnot, just make sure you're getting a good entry. But everything looks great. Everything looks great. I like that one in Big Ten seasonally. So you see this candle actually had these broad information done. So it won't take much to break on the week. It's literally probably going to start right at this level we can see. So if it starts above there, we got a good chance to talk on Uber. Snap was already mentioned. Snap was already mentioned as well. Great setup on here. Looking for this to break out as well. So we went over that earlier. Great. We went over, oh, sorry, we didn't go over this one. Somebody wanted me to look at CRM. So CRM, I'm going to keep track of the Qs, see how this goes. Light chop activity, it did kind of go to, it went 2 up on the day. So it's in this range. I'd be looking for a pretty big move on this one outside about 251. On top of the weekly binding formation, 2 up on the week at 248.96. Looks like a pretty good level to get you a good run. So make sure you get your starting position just in case things pull back out of some kind of exhaustion. So you can get back in. Go long. You inside. So to be honest, I don't know which way people are going to play this. This one, I kind of have mixed signals because it was up and it looked like it really pulled back. It stayed above the low in the 4-hour candle. So to be honest, it looked like, so when I look at it, it looks like it's more likely short. The level to the downside would be short, would be just below. To go long on a day, to get a 2 up on a day. So yeah, these shooters to the downside don't inspire me. So I'd probably look for a better setup on that one. If anything, potential to go short. RBLX, hammer on the 4 inside on the day, shooter on the week, 2 up on the 4. Let's see. It has potential. It has potential to the upside. I don't see too much downside on Roblox. It made a lower low. Made a lower low on this 4-hour. Oh, sorry. Let me take that. That is not right. That is not right. Okay. So we got a inside on the 4 doji. Okay. So our early entry to go long on Roblox would be at about 80 above about the 86.50 level. If it can hold, it start to make a 2 up on the 4. It's still choppy. It's still inside of a range. It's choppy inside of a range until about 87.30. So if you did want to take an entry, it should be a starter. Above 87.31 would be a better long entry. It does have that shooter on the week. It's not necessarily a bad thing if we can get the reversal back up to the upside and somebody's willing to, get a starter position and see if things go in your favor. So yeah, if you're getting in on a reversal, that can definitely be good for you. NUE we went over with Wealthy Soon. He said he really liked on NUE, I believe. It was Wealthy, so I'm not sure. Somebody said. So that's one that they like. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on that one. We went over that one. The last one was mentioned. I didn't pull up the chart, and that was CAT. So CAT has a really nice setup on a 4, had this hammer. Then we got the inside doji hammer. Sorry, it looked like trying to turn it to a hammer. All right, 2 up on the day. What is this? 218.51, even less than that. 2 up on the day, flagging. Okay, inside week. 2 up on the week above 220.14. So it'll break ultimately out the chop above about the 222 level. So above, just slightly below 222 breakout, or slightly right at 222.
Yeah, we got those double inside weeks on the
Yeah,
weekly.
we got double inside weeks, 39. You definitely have an entry there. If you want to get an early entry, on the day, potentially 218.51 to get you a starter and see if it goes your way. But ultimately, we got that 2 up on the week. Once we break out the 222 level, out of there. It's out of there. There's no stopping it. So you saw what we have. We appreciate the plays that you guys came up with as well. So go ahead. We got plenty of time to do our homework. We'll get future numbers. I mentioned evening. But until then, we won't know much. But yeah, take this time, enjoy your families, enjoy the holiday, enjoy your time off. Come back prepared, get your broad information strong, get your analyze on. If you're not familiar, get into the Discord, check out some of the analyze videos. Make sure you know how much you're going to make before you put your money in. Make sure you set your ticket triggers, your alerts, set those up. Make sure you are ready. If you have any questions, make sure you hit us up in the Discord. Make sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook at Alpha Pack Trading, on Instagram at Alpha Pack Trading, and on Twitter at Alpha Pack Trades. Make sure to follow all the leaders. We got a lot of good stuff coming. Make sure to let your friends and family know about it. And until next time, on behalf of the Alpha Pack leaders, catch up with you next time. We are out.
Out this thing, baby.
All right, family, man.
Peace.